Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Super Mario Sunshine! In the last episode we unlocked Rico Harbour and fought Goopa Blooper there. In this episode we'll be returning to Bianco Hills for the introduction of a new, and by many players, annoying and hated concept. This is episode 3, the Hillside Cave Secret. And there's the Hillside Cave, which we need to aim for. I'll speed through this beginning bit because you've seen me do that on a number of occasions. And once you're over here, we basically, you can see the cave in the distance, we need to kind of like head over to it. One thing I realised I didn't actually mention last year was I said this was 2.5 years in the making, and I never really elaborated on that. That is objectively not true. I have not been working on this LP for 2.5 years, and now I'm just releasing it. That would be ridiculous. But this is probably my all-time favourite game. Definitely top 3 with Wind Waker and Star Fox Adventures, which I've both already LP'd. But crucially, this was the game when I saw an LP of this, I really wanted, I was like, I could do that myself. And this was basically, oh, bollocks. Oh, I thought I got up there. Well, let's do another little trick. Well, time to learn about wall jumping, which I'm going to use here. But yeah, no, this was the game I really wanted to LP, but I knew from the moment I kind of started LPing, I tried out with another game with Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, and I was like, this is not as easy as I thought. So I was like, I will ease off on Super Mario Sunshine, and I will wait until I'm good and I know what I'm doing, and then I will really make this the best it can be, which is why it's taken me so long to get round to it, but I'm excited about it. But anyway, Hillside Cave! I didn't even go in it. This is what I mean when I say new concept. The secret levels in which you do not have FLUDD. FLUDD is one of the most ingenious concepts in this game, and defines the gameplay, to the point where when it's taken away, the gameplay is entirely different. So of course you still control and handle the same, but you don't have that backup. Like, obviously the spraying function of the FLUDD isn't the most kind of crucial one, but the hovering aspect of it is where it's crucial. You see these nails, you can technically ground pound on them, and if you hit them down 3 times, something pops out of them. Oh, I thought that one had something different in it. Let's try this one. Oh god. I'm kind of, overzealously backflipping, I think, here. There we go. And I think it's the one on the right, it must be. Hey, a 1-up comes out of it. So technically you can never die on this bit if you keep... Obviously you get a game over if you run out of lives, but if you keep getting that 1-up there... Oh god. You're a lot more jumpy on these levels just because you know one wrong mistake and that's it, you die. And you don't have to do the Bianco Hills bit... Alright, well, let's see what happens when you die. We're about to learn. Burp. Yeah, you just respawn at the beginning of this thing. And your lives appear at the top there, so we've got 3 left, so we'll be fine for now. That was more because I kind of wasn't watching. But yeah, it is remarkable how you just kind of get used to the idea of having FLUDD to the point where kind of once it's taken away, suddenly you lose that safety net and everything falls to shit. That was extraordinary. Utterly extraordinary. Right, let's try that again. I don't know why I'm struggling so much with this part, because this part is actually not really one of the harder parts of the level. You can kind of run across it, but I've slightly lost my confidence now, so I'm moving across it really slowly. I don't think either of these has a 1-up in it, so now you need to make your way past these weird windowed Rubik's Cubes. They're pretty straightforward. Then jump on the stars. These can sometimes be... They can be a bit tricksy because the shape of them is kind of... Well, it's not irregular, but it's slightly unusual that you can jump for one of the points and instead hit the kind of indent in it. But hey, we just about made it through. I mean, there are a couple of embarrassing deaths, but they're probably the single hardest part of the game, I would say, those secret levels, because the later ones can be, there's at least one, there's usually 2 in each world, and they can be a bit nasty. But anyway, upon our return to Delfino Plaza, something else is happening. There is, another polluted piranha plant. But this is a significant one, because not only is this another polluted piranha plant, but this is actually the last polluted piranha plant in the game ever. It throws you, like I mentioned last episode, it throws you an absolute ton of them in the early game, and then kind of forgets about them. It's just like, nah, there's no such thing as polluted piranha plants, what are you on about? But the concept, this is one of these oily, kind of blackish ones, so the concept for fighting it is the same as the last one, so I will actually speed through it. And upon defeating it, Same thing happens with all the other ones. It slowly dissolves away and something reappears. In this case, it's an entire lighthouse. I don't know how the physics of things disappearing work, but hey, look at that. It's another one of these M tags. Let's hop into it, and much like with the last two, this opens the way through to another world for us. Well, these are all parts of the same island, but yes, this is level 3, Gelato Beach, with episode 1, June Bud Sandcastle Secrets. Has a really nice rhythm to it, that thing. Oh, I love Gelato Beach, it's so pretty. That's just, like, you must have noticed with this game already, it's just so bright and happy, and that's one of the things I really like about it, that it just kind of, partly it reminds me when I was kind of a kid when I was playing it first, kind of when summers seemed to last forever and that kind of thing, and it was all wild and bright, but this game is truly like that. Anyway, the thing in this level are these June buds. Fill them with water, hey, and a sudden sandcastle appears. So, you've introduced the June buds and the sandcastles. Where's the secret? Well, okay, well, introducing, ladies and gentlemen, the Cataquack, one of the more annoying one of the more annoying enemies in any Mario game ever. But anyway, this June bud here, spray it, and when it's full, oh, that sandcastle over there appears. We're in the air, I think, so I think that red Cataquack got us during the cutscene. But if we get over there, there's an arrow pointing through the center of the... No! There's an arrow pointing through the center of the sandcastle and try and get through it before... Okay, we made it. And, oh, look at that. It's another secret level. Oh, good, but this one's easier than the one in Bianco Hills, I believe. Well, we'll see about that. The thing in this one are these sand blocks that when you stand on them, they start deflating, and then eventually they'll disappear, so don't linger on them for too long. One of these nails, I can't remember which, I think it's the bottom right one. One of them certainly has a 1-up in it. I'm not going to go for it, because I'm going to be arrogant and assume I don't need it. I may be proven completely wrong later on, but as I say, this one's kind of more straightforward, because there aren't so many kind of moving parts or holes you can fall through. This is mostly just straightforward stuff. Maybe it's one of these that has a 1-up in it. Usually every secret level will somewhere in it have a nail that's got a 1-up. Anyway, there's this thing that I always think looks like Mankey from Pokemon. Just kind of the colour scheme of it more than anything else. But we basically just need to make our way to the top of it. To our left here is a 1-up, but we want to go to the right, which has, yeah, nice and straightforward, the Shine Sprite. Yeah, I was starting to mention there before we kind of entered the level. Every one of the peripheral levels in Delfino, Isle Delfino, is part of Isle Delfino. Like, they're all just different areas on the same island, but some you have different methods of getting to. The first 3 ones you warp to kind of using these things. What should we do now? I think we should head back to Bianco Hills, is what I meant to say. There are a lot of blue coins and stuff you can get around the place, but I'm not going to be going out of my way this early in the game, at least to look for blue coins. More, I'll just kind of grab them as we go along, because a lot of them need other things to be unlocked before we can start even considering getting them. And there are loads of blue coins in Isle Delfino Plaza as well as in the peripheral levels. But anyway, Bianco Hills. And episode 4, Red Coins of Windmill Village. Now this introduces a concept which is new in this game. This is the first level to do it in this game. I think it was in Mario 64, but I can't remember whether it was 8 red coins or 10 red coins or 12 or something like that. Though certainly the concept was. But the concept remains the same in this game, which is there are 8 red coins. In every red coin level, there are 8 red coins. Gather all 8 and the Shine Sprite will appear somewhere. Like, there's a meter in the bottom pointing out how many you've got, and these ones are all in Windmill Village, which is this part of the map here, not the part over with the kind of windmill. And so these are kind of slightly more, this gives us the opportunity to explore another area. If we use the hover nozzle on this M tag, we can, I was going to say deflate it. That's not, oh, we got by the wind. And that will, as ever I've said, always unlock a blue coin. Is that, yeah, that's a red coin there that we just missed. I got that nearly confused with the thing that was moving by on the kind of trampoline wire. I've not really talked about these kind of like tight ropes yet, but yeah, you kind of move left and right on them, and you can just jump on them, but the more you jump on them, if you time your jumping, you can kind of, every time you do it, it kind of builds up. Oh, we've got 5 already, man, this level's straightforward, isn't it? This is one of my nozzles, oh, you cannot use it yet, it's only a hologram. That's an interesting teaser, suggesting that there are more, oh bollocks, that there are more nozzles later in the game, and indeed, there are 2 more, but I'll talk about them when we actually come across them. So there's that one there, and the other 2, I believe, were just... So, if you land on this thing... Oh, the bloody bastard! I hate that wind enemy, it's so annoying. It circles around you and then just fucks you up the ass. Anyway, let's grab a blue coin while we're here, why not? Oh, Pokies! I'd forgotten Pokies entirely were in this game. Oh, good! Joy of joys. Let's get back up on top of this building. Whee! And up there. You'll hear as well, like, see those things moving. If they touch you, that kind of like star-shaped thing on the wire, it'll zap you and you'll fall off. But what I meant to say is if you land on this and give it a spray, then it'll start spinning around, and the bit you're standing on will also start spinning around. If you get this in the right position, we should just be able to... Come now. God, it doesn't go very fast, does it? We should be able to get this... Oh, bollocks. Did we get... Yeah, we got it, good. Okay. If we head over here now, I believe there's only one more left. That was very efficient. Let's grab, there's a blue coin inside this hut. And what part of a house do you even need this thing for? It's like a kind of internal balcony. That fucking wind. It's only on a few levels, but my god, is it ever annoying. Anyway, final red coin, even this up there, and that unlocks the shine sprites. Which is a bit of a walk to get to, and a bit of a kind of, we need to get over here, and then it's just along this high wire. And yeah, these things jump over them, because otherwise they electrocute you when you touch them. And that's, as you can imagine, unpleasant. What the hell? Bastards. That was extremely stupid of me. Let's take this a bit more delicately this time and not fling myself straight at it face first. Hooray! Now, we've done 4 levels in Bianco Hills now, so we're going to head over to Rico Harbour now. And we're going to do episode 2, Blooper Surfing Safari. I think it's just surfing with a G, but I put the N on it with the apostrophe afterwards, because I'm just a cool dude like that. God, stop talking, Doctor, that's horrific. Anyway, it's showing us that kind of grate, kind of culvert drainage thing. I don't know what it is, but it's clearly important. So if we come over here, I've still not got used to the C-stick in this game, the way it kind of moves the camera in not the normal direction. Like I press right, and that happens left. It moves the camera around Mario, not the... I don't know why, it feels wrong to me. But anyway, if we talk to this guy, that's right, I'm Big Daddy of Blooper Surfing. You like surfing? Hop on a blooper and give it a whirl. Oh, but one thing, Big Daddy waives all liability for accidents. Now hang loose, bud! There are 3 different colors of bloopers. People tell me they are different. I have still never found out myself, but I'm going to go for the pink one. On a blooper, left and right moves, holding forward makes you go faster, and A, jumps. If you can't get off a blooper, ever, I'm deadly serious when I mean that you have to basically end the level, or die. If you hit something too hard, you will die. Blue coin! Oh damn, we missed it. And let's head through here. And we found another Pianto. Wahoo! You want to go for a ride, bud? Go ahead and jump on the blooper you like best. Go on. Show me some super blooper surfing and win yourself a prize. I'm going to go for Pinky again. People tell me that some have different max speed, some have better handling or something like that, but I've never found any evidence for that to be true. I'll do some research and put it on the screen now if anything can be found, but otherwise this level is basically you just got to dodge all the obstacles and follow the course around. It's a really kind of linear course, but has got some mildly annoying obstacles. And yeah, if you hit anything, you die, like I mentioned. At least if you die, you do just respawn back in this kind of area. You can go on the land and you'll skid across it really slowly, but you won't die. I believe you have to complete the course in either 60 seconds or 50 seconds or less. Otherwise, you just get told to sling your hook. This one, I'm on Goldie this time, and it doesn't really feel any different. Hoop, cut the corner. So I don't know if people are talking shit or not when they talk about the bloopers handling differently, but this one certainly feels the same as pink. But anyway, that's the goal done. And then it will, well, spawn a shine sprite first, and it will automatically kick you off your blooper. That doesn't really happen naturally. There is no button for getting off bloopers. There's one level in the game later where it becomes extremely annoying, but I'll talk about more when I get to it. For now, we're actually going to head over to Gelato Beach. And we're going to do episode 2, Mirror Madness, Tilt Slam Bam! Another one of my absolute favourite level names in this game. It's this Nintendo humour at its finest. Anyway, so there's a Wiggler curled up on top of the tower, around that thing, whatever it is. And when we spawn in, this dude talks to us. Alert, alert, just look at the top of the tower. Some weird thing has curled up on the tower to take a nap. This could endanger the legendary Sandbird egg. Well, that's a MacGuffin we've just been introduced to. But yeah, the main thing it focused on was those mirrors that were kind of that there are those weird creatures moving around on it. And indeed, those are our main target for the episode. But for now, I'm actually going to come up here, and because there's an M tag, I'm not I'm not planning on doing blue coins for now. Like, I will obviously, I'm going to be 100%ing this game. I will of course be doing them eventually, but I've got no plan of. I know what order I'm going to do the shines in. Blue coins I'll basically do as I come across them, and then do a kind of clean up later on. There's another one of these June buds here. If you spray this one, every little bit you spray it, it brings up this staircase more and more, really slowly actually. There we go. And then we can just kind of run up here. I was about to say, I don't know what I'm doing, and that is to a certain degree true. I am coming up here, and I guess it works from up here, but, well, we're up here. Anyway, get a nice view from up here, and I love the music on this level, and what we need to do is, there are all these green birds, and there's a blue one. Spray the blue one with water specifically. It'll fly off, it always does, because it's a pussy, but eventually, it'll circle around. I was going to say, and it'll come back, but it does not appear to be doing so. Come here, bluebird. Bluebird, come back to me. Come here. Here, bluebird, bluebird, bluebird. It's safe. No one's gonna squirt you with water. Fuck it. Let's get him in midair. Hey, little bitch. Yeah, come back and land. Kill the bluebird, quite brutally, and it'll turn into a blue corn. Corn? Corn like you do. It might turn into blue corn as well, but certainly not in the European version of the game that I'm playing. Anyway, these things. They're like cataquacks, but even weirder. And they've got like these kind of like suckery feet. To fight them, you need to spray them off to the edge of the kind of mirror. Basically, that's kind of... If you're spraying them... Well, yes, Flood there is saying, spray it with water and try and upset the balance. What you need to do is push it right to the end. When it's bouncing on one leg, run to the other end of the mirror. Oh, bollocks, it just recovered. What you're supposed to do is, let's try that again. Run to the other end of the mirror and ground pound it. Oh, why is this not working? Goddamn game hates me. And run to the other end of the mirror and ground pound it. Hey! And that sends it flying. And the other one we pretty much clean up in much the same fashion. Push him to the end of the mirror, run over, and ground pound it. Tilt, slam, bam. Except for we did the tilt, we did the slam, we did not quite manage the bam aspect of the kind of whole deal. Let's try that again. And bam! There we go. And once we've done that, the mirror readjusts itself into place. And makes that thing glow. Weirdly enough, that's not the legendary standbird egg he was talking about. That's that thing you can see, like, in the middle there. That top thing looks like some general kind of, I guess, heating kind of, like, incubation device. Anyway, yeah, there are 3 more mirrors. 2 more mirrors, even. That one had 2 of these things on them, whose name I can't remember. They're not cataquacks. They certainly look like cataquacks, but I am informed, that they're not. Oh my god, they're actually doing some considerable damage to me. They can't do anything, like, spraying them does stun them anyway, so if you just try and keep all 3 of them sprayed at any one time, it allows you to kind of focus on one. That dude's been got, so wallop! Yeah. And as soon as you've kind of got rid of one, it becomes much easier to get rid of the other ones. I'm just going to... Oh my god, I'm actually oddly close to death. That's unpleasant. I was going to say I'm going to cut this, but I don't really want to cut away and then die. Let's kill that second one, and this fucker's close to... I'm actually... Shit, I'm running low on water. That's problematic. And let's take out this final one, and wallop! There we go. Man, I should really heal. Healing on this game is pretty straightforward. It's just coins. Every coin you grab heals you by 1 soul of life, I suppose I'll call it. Why not? Let's restore our water by just standing in the sea. It seems that Flood works with both fresh and salt water, which, for me, as a marine biologist, is extremely strange, because salt and fresh water could not be more different. I know people who've managed to run, like, a freshwater aquarium fine, then they start looking after tropical, like, saltwater fish, and they all die, because saltwater's a bitch to work with. But anyway, distractions aside, we need to go over... Oh, what? Oh, there it is. So I completely lost the final mirror. That massive big big blue thing amongst the sea of green I somehow lost track of. That's quite impressive. When there's just one, it's much easier to go into first person and just kill it that way. The 1 is easy, especially when you've done the 2 and the 3 first. And with all 3 mirrors focused on the tower, the Wiggler is brutally killed. I always think that's pretty nasty. It kind of just falls apart and dies. Also, there's something interesting there that I don't think you might have just seen, you might have not. Let's see if we can see it when we spawn here. No, all the way off to the right there. Like way beyond. Ah, yeah, fecker. Right, there we go. beyond the kind of confines of this level by a fair distance, you can actually see Rico Harbour. There are many levels in this game from which you can see other levels. We might be able to see it from on the edge here. Yeah, see those kind of like blue supports and structures? That is Rico Harbour, so you get an idea of kind of like where each one's positioned on the map. Anyway, 19 minutes. I could call it a short episode, or I could make it a longer one, because the next level makes perfect sense. Screw it, we're going to do it. We're going to actually come straight back to Gelato Beach and do episode 3, Wiggler Ahoy! Full steam ahead! Perhaps that Wiggler's not as brutally dead and killed as we thought. No, indeed he is not, and is going mental around the beach. I forget how many I just kind of had forgotten how many boss fights this game throws you right in the beginning. Wiggler is an interesting one to fight. Do you remember in the first level of Gelato Beach, I showed you the June buds that you fill with water, and then they kind of turn into a sandcastle? That's how we need to fight him. Wait till he comes close, then fill the June bud, stand back, and the sandcastle will trip him up. When he's on his back, one segment of him, there we go, there's an arrow on it, one segment is marked as a weak spot. Ground pound that segment, and he dies. Well, he doesn't die, he takes damage. It's a Nintendo game. Can you guess how many hits it'll take to take the boss down? Indeed, it's 3. That's an amusing animation. Anyway, his route is fixed but random. So basically, each time, oh, let's see if we can take him out quickly. Oh no, I just sprayed that Noki by accident, the little being next to it. Yeah, each time you kill him, he will take a more, he will take a slightly more, each time you deal damage to him, he will take a slightly more random route. A slightly different and more complex route is what I meant to say. So eventually he should come back here. I'll come over here now. Let's get this ready. Get it ready. Come on. Up! Shut up! No! Too low! Too late! Wait. Oh my god, he walloped me pretty hard there. Well, let's wait for him to come back. I'm sure he will be. Oh, is he coming back already? Oh no, he's not. Well, let's stand around the top of this. So just, yep. Get him! Get him! Whoop! Well, even you don't have to spawn it underneath him. If he runs into it, yeah, when it's already up, that's fine. You just have to time it so that it is raised by the time he gets to it. Let's do a second chunk of damage to him. And now his route gets even more complicated, so I'm just going to stand back and kind of watch him for a bit to see what happens. That always amuses me. Oh god, he's gonna... I thought he was gonna... Oh, he's going straight through. He can take a wild route on here. He can like run up over the cliffs and shit like that, but I'm just going to watch him and see which one he goes near. Oh, I thought he was going to run straight at me. He actually still might. Okay, he is still going to use this one, so I think I'll stay over by this one for now. Because I guess if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Right, it's over there. Is he going to come over? No, he's going to go in the water, then he goes left, and then he curves back round and comes to me. Oh, I'm going to get hit. I'm a chim, okay, somehow. And he went flying there. Anyway, the weak point has been identified once again. Oh, his feet kind of twitch when he walk on him. It's kind of creepy. Oh, anyway. Ground pound. And that kills him again. The second time this episode that the Wiggler has died in brutal fashion because he just turns to sand and dissolves. God, if this wasn't such a cartoony game, some of the deaths would be considered horrific. Like, imagine that in, like, kind of, like, HD, realistic graphics. The dude just, like, turning to sand and dissolving. That'd be, like... It's like that dude at the end of Indiana... No, I was going to say Indiana Jones. What is it where a dude turns to sand? Because it's Indiana Jones, the guy gets really old quickly and then dies. There's dudes turning to ash and something, but I can't think what it is. Anyway, that's a shine sprite, and that's a good place to end this kind of, like, episode off. So, yeah, we're 10 shines now. That's, like... a 12th of the game, apart from we haven't got a 12th of the blue coins yet, because there are 240 of those, I think. Again, look on the right of the visualizer. But yeah, oh, something's gonna happen in Delfino Plaza. Oh, should we end with that? Yeah, let's end with that. Why the hell not? So first things first, we need to get over to where that is. And then, yeah, so you can see that weirdly shaped submarine there. Once we approach near it... Come now. Once we approach near it, there we go.
That is Peanut Island. The villain's secret hideout must be there.
Shock! Horror! In a turn of events never before witnessed in a Mario game, Princess Peach of the Mushroom Kingdom has been kidnapped! No one would have ever seen that coming. But anyway, it's been like 23 minutes now, so that's a fairly good place to end the episode, except for the fact there's a blue coin here, so I'll grab that, then we'll end the episode. So yeah, thanks very much for watching. I've been the Doctor with the Infamous Gentleman, and this has been Mario... It's not Mario... I nearly said Mario and Luigi. It's not Mario and Luigi. This has been Mario Sunshine. Peach has been kidnapped. Next time, we'll be going to Pineapple Island after her. Thank you very much, and good day.